Hey guys, hope you're all crispy and crunchy. It's CerealMaty here, and welcome back to DDLC. We are the literature clubs. Well, we haven't even heard a thing of the literature club in this mod so far, because last episode was all about my and Sayori's past. I almost wanted to say future. Well, who knows what the future holds? We only know what happened in the past. Yeah, we got to know each other at school, apparently. We were just 5 years old, or I was 5 years old. I don't know how old Sayori was. And we lived a happy life until the point where my parents decided to move. And they took me with them. And I didn't get the chance to tell Sayori, and she was pretty upset about it. But now, we get to meet her again. And this is where the point I ended last episode, and where I start this one. Matty! So, you tell me, how did we end up like this? Matty! Yay! Phew! Phew! I didn't think I'd catch up to you in time. You were lucky. I was about to leave without you. Don't say that. I got here as fast as I could. You skipped breakfast, didn't you? You're going to get hungry. I can't feed you as I used to in middle school, you know? Wait, you can't? I mean, of course you can. That would be ridiculous. So first of all, sorry for this awkward cut. And second of all, Sayori's eyes look a bit turquoise. Is it just me, or do you see this as well? Weird. I'll take it. Honestly, you haven't changed one bit since I first met you. You're still the same girl I met at the playground. Again, playground is not the place you meet someone. I mean, I grew taller. It's true. I did move far away from you, but it wasn't for that long, was it? Your parents eventually surprised you that first summer, and after that, you made the long commute every year just to see me. Wow. Right. Eventually, your father got a job working with mine in the city, and you moved into the house right next to me. Woohoo! It was just like how it was when we were little kids. You remembered to get your transcripts, right? You won't be able to apply without them. That I do have. Do you remember what you gave me at the playground before we had to leave? I remember just now. It was a poem. Although it's lost to time now, I still remember every important line. We'll figure this friendship out together. That line, written by a little you, got me through so much in life. Thank you for that, Sayori. Alright, I'm ready to go. Are you? I'm ready. Let's go now, or we'll both be late. You don't want to be late for your first day, do you? Right. Oh, so it's our first day at school. I kinda had a hunch it already was. And back to little Sayori. Well, what do you think? Do you think we become best friends? Best friends? Yeah, those are like friends that do everything with each other. But you're a girl. So, a lot of boys have girlfriends. Wait, what does that mean? I'm not really sure. I've heard a lot of people talk about it though. Well anyways, do you want to be my boyfriend? Why is she so cute and innocent? Probably because she's 5 years old. Great! We'll learn about this friend stuff together. Oh, look at this! This is the literally first poem I got from Sayori. Even before all the other poems happened. Fuck this sunshine poem. Fuck the bottle poem. Don't fucking they're great, but you know what I mean. Now we have this. We both have minds. We both have a heart. We're made for each other. I know that's true. We'll figure out this friendship together. Just me and you. And I don't want to say anything, but it kind of sounds better than Natsuki's poems. I mean, sorry. I've nothing against you, Sayori, Natsuki. Names. But it kind of reminds me of you, but it touched me a little bit more than yours. I'm sorry. It's just the truth out there. Okay, hey, you can hate me all you want, you watching this. Where was I at? Oh yeah, continue. That's cute. Fuck me. Why? Yeah. Why again? Why do you have to give me a heart attack? The second time. I mean, the first time in this episode, but it happened last episode again as well. Not again. No. I won't let it end like this. Not everything we've been through. Not everything we've been through? I refuse. Not after everything we've been through, I guess. This is not how our story ends. No, not this time. You never gave up on me. So, I'm not giving up on you. So? Huh? What? What is this? We'll figure this friendship out together, don't you remember? I'm not about to give you up on you, Sayori. Don't you dare give up on me. What? Am I alive? Yes, you are, Sayori. You've been alive for a few days now. But how? I don't understand. Who cares whether it makes sense at this point? You're alive and safe, and that's all I care about. Sayori, I'm so happy. I was your best friend, but I had no idea. You hid it so well with your happiness. I never once thought you were using it to cover up something like this. I have no idea what you might be going through, but just know this. I'm not going to let you suffer alone. Not anymore. We'll figure out this friendship together, right? Well, to me, this is just part of it. It hurts, you know? You having to worry about me all the time. Not to mention how you clearly got along better with all the other members of the club. We should have never been friends in the first place, huh? We're just too different. Ouch. Easy there, Sayori. Your throat isn't healed yet. Try not to talk so much. Whoa, wait, so... Oh my god. So, actually, she was in the middle of hanging herself. And we kind of interfered and got her out of the rope. Can it be any closer to saving you? I guess not. But I'm glad you're alive. Do you know what I always thought? You and me becoming friends. Two people that were so different. It was beautiful. It always has been, and it always will be. Don't ever think you're being a burden on me, you idiot. Because a life with you gone, that's the real burden. Oh, shit. Be romantic or be friends. Don't be friends, be friends. I mean, I'm all about that romance stuff, you know, but I don't think that's the right time to start a romance, start a relationship or something. I am slightly overwhelmed right now. Jeez, it's just a choice with two options. I don't know. Go with your heart. I don't know what my heart says. Fuck it. I would just this, whatever. I didn't see it. And to put it straight, I love you, Sayori. I picked the romantic choice, didn't I? I literally closed my eyes. I didn't know what I was picking. Oh, maybe move the mouse cursor away. First of all, Jesus, these backgrounds are so impressive, and this looks way too real for me. Wow. But this isn't quite, I don't know, a soothing music for an ambulance or a hospital. But anyway, nurse, I'ma just give you your regular voice, just like mine. Oh, Matty, back again, aren't you? Yes, ma'am. Well, I'm sure she'll be happy to see you again, dear. Do you remember the way? Yes, ma'am. I'll leave you to it then. I'm sure she can't wait to see you. Sayori, I've been thinking about you a lot lately. How have you been doing since my last visit? I hope you have been doing well. Me? Well, I guess it's the same old, same old. It's pretty lonely without you, but I know that this is one of a cost of you getting better. It's only a cost of you getting better. That makes it bearable. A doctor stopped in the other day while I was getting a snack, and do you know what he said? He said your treatment is coming along very well. And if there are no problems, he plans on releasing you. I think he's officially supposed to tell you, but I think he wants me to instead. Good, because it's about time you get better, idiot. I just stocked up on sea salt ice cream. No, still no. Sea salt ice cream is not something I would like to eat. Alright, how about this? Does this hurt? Oh hey, looks like you have someone who wants to see you. Jesus, this is an annoying voice. So, Matty, your visit was today, huh? Sure, time flies. But what? Time sure does fly. Well, I think Sayori will want to spend time with you alone. Sayori, we can finish your checkup at a later time. Thank you, doctor. If you need if you need me, just punch that little red button on the wall. See you guys later. Matty! Hey, how's my little mental patient this evening? You shouldn't say that. That sounds really mean. A momentary lack in judgment. Haha, I know that line from last episode. Anyway, how are you feeling? Good. The doctor says that everything is going really well. I'm happy to hear it. Hey, I have a question I want to ask you, okay? What is it? What's your favorite festival? Firefly! Right. And when is the Firefly Festival? Next Friday, right? Well, if you play your cards right, the doctor says you could get to go home just in time for it. Awesome! Yep. And I have a freezer full of sea salt ice cream waiting for the occasion. Still, what? Sea salt ice cream? Really? I mean, chocolate, okay. Vanilla, okay. Apple, great. But sea salt? Ew! Who eats sea salt ice cream? Probably a lot of people. Just not me. But, ew! Yes! You were a lot of things to me over the years, Sayori. And she just shrinked. That's cute. A stranger. A partner in crime. A schoolmate. But most importantly, a friend. You've always been my best friend. Are you okay? Why are you looking at me like that? Hey, what are you doing? Actually, that feels kind of nice. Meh. You know, just meh. I'd be lying if I said I never wanted to try it. What are you doing? Well, at least once anyway. What are you doing? Okay, now I feel like a dog. Stop petting me already. Stop being so cute. Stop! My heart, it explodes out of cuteness! Whoops, sorry. It's okay, jeez, you almost killed me, Matty. Stop it. Oh, I didn't mean it literally. You didn't need to stop it. 3 years later! Whoa, this mod gets me going. Dear Sayori. Why are you so formal all of a sudden? How has life after high school been treating you? For me, it's been good, I guess. Thing is, I'm not where I want to be in my life, at least not yet. Part of me thinks that it's okay, but some part of me thinks that I should have it all figured out by now. I don't know. I've just been doing a lot of thinking lately, pondering, wondering how I'm actually going to get where I think it is I'm going. I plan to go to college soon, did you hear? Well, I guess you didn't, because I didn't tell you. But it's true. However, right now, I'm just trying to scrape by. My father came back in town, and he offered me a job working with him. Of course, I don't actually know what it is he does, but every penny helps, right? Anything to pay for my education. The less I have to borrow, the better, right? You know, I've been thinking a lot about you these past few weeks. It's almost been 3 years since we've last seen each other, and I wonder how college life is going for you. The last time I got a letter from you was a while ago, and I would just like to know how you're doing. You know what all this writing makes me think about? Yeah, the literature club. You remember, don't you? It's been a while, hasn't it? I remember how we used to all write poems, eat, drink tea, and just be goofballs. Kind of miss it now more than ever, because there's not really any time to fool around in the real world. It's being very boring, or it's all very boring. Anyway, I'm making myself feel kind of down, and I know you would get angry at me for that. Give me a call sometime, yes, Sayori? The number is still the same. Your best friend, Matty. Wow. 3 fucking years later. We're basically adults now. I mean, we were before, officially, but we're 21. Wow. Well, here we are. According to the GPS, this is the place. Looks kind of old, doesn't it? As I step towards the front of the large house, a dignified air begins to hang over me. When I arrive on the front steps, I gently place my pointer finger upon the brass button of the doorbell and push. The doorbell rings, but with just enough of a delay to startle me back when it does so. What, did that scare you? Oh, don't give me that face, Matty. I was only teasing. A moment later, the door begins to creak open, and the figure of a kindly old woman appears from inside the door frame. Oh, you two must be the workman I called. Please come in. I have a few things that I need doing. And my old bag won't allow me to do much these days. Yes, ma'am. That's what we're here for. Shake a leg, boy. Please, don't need to get ahead of yourselves. These days, I find that I've all the time in the world. It's no trouble for us, ma'am. Just point us in the right direction and say go. Well, in that case, let's all head inside. I'll show you where you can get started. Yes, ma'am. Holy God, this is a big mansion. A big mansion. A big mansion. That's 3 times, and that's the charm. When we stepped through the doorframe of the old manor, that dignified air became that much heavier. The inside furnishings, although old, were clearly valuable and well taken care of. Many expensive-looking items lined the shelves that were seemingly strategically placed upon the walls. Speaking of which, were bathed in a rich purple paint that seemed to cast a purple hue on the entirety of the interior of the home, creating a small ting of mystery as my wondering eyes began to survey their surroundings. When my father and I finished our work, the old woman invites us into the main parlor of the house for a spot of tea, as a small thank you for our time. Wow! 2 things I wanted to say. First of all, reading is not my strength, still not. And secondly, it kind of reminds me of Yuri. First of all, this purple color that my character described, and secondly, tea? Maybe it's Yuri's grandmother. Maybe. That would be a cool turn of events. We would all sit down around a circular table adorned with a purple tablecloth, and we would sip our tea, enjoying a small degree of small talk. Cloth, by the way, I didn't say cloth. When I finished my cup, I took my leave of the small table and began to examine my purple surroundings further. As I walked calmly around the room, I was eventually led to a small corner shelf nestled tightly beside a couch covered in the purple cloth. My eyes grew wide as I saw a small portrait that rested in the center shelf, and I quickly grabbed it up into my hands. Is it portrait of Markov? When I realized whose image it was that was staring back at me, I couldn't believe my eyes. This wasn't just any girl. It was a girl I knew. A girl who I would know that head of hair anywhere. What? Natsuki? I expected every single Doki but you. But you made it. I'm glad. I'm glad for you. And fuck me. No, I'm sorry. I pulled cables and it must sound terrible, sorry. It was a portrait of Natsuki. Oh, looks like you found a portrait of my granddaughter here. Ah, so close! I said it could be Yuri's grandmother, but it's actually Natsuki's. Wait, you're the complete opposite of her. Like, what? You're... As I said, you would be a perfect grandmother for Yuri, but for Natsuki? Right? Does she look cute to you? Indeed, she does. I think the two of you are around the same age. You look like it anyway. Excuse me, Miss Avery? Was it? Miss Avery, was it? Yes, dear, that's correct. You almost look like you're in a state of shock. What is it, dear? Did you say this girl was your granddaughter? Yes, that is correct. I was given that by her when she graduated high school. Lovely, do you think? Ma'am, if you can believe it, I actually went to school with your granddaughter. We were in the same club together as well. Miss Avery's eyes widened. You're the boy from the literature club? Okay, fair enough. Do you remember my granddaughter's name? Duh! Natsuki. Well, that settles it. You must be the little boy she told me about over the phone. It's a pleasure to meet you. Small world, huh? You know, he hasn't seen any of those girls since they all graduated. Even his best friend moved off to attend college, yeah. He's tired to reconnect with them, but he just can't find where they all ended up. You miss them dearly, don't you, dear? Yes, ma'am. Well, I can speak for all the other members, but I can't speak for all the other members, Jesus, but my little Natsuki is planning to visit me next week. Why don't you come to stay a while she's here? She'll be here the whole week before she returns to culinary school. I turned toward my father, who gave me a satisfactory nod. Go ahead. Go ahead. I know how much these girls mean to you. Besides, it's getting close to holiday. Not much work coming in. I'll be able to hold down the fort without you, kiddo. Well, then it's settled. How about we exchange phone numbers? That way I can call you the day she's supposed to be arriving, and you can surprise her when she gets here. We'll have to plan it out. What do you say? Sounds great. I'm already excited. I haven't seen her in such a long time. Oh, hon. When you get to be my age, 3 years is nothing. I suppose that's settled. Miss Avery, thank you for your hospitality. I hope our work was up to your standards. Oh my, thank you. It sounds so goofy. Oh my. Very much so. Thank you, boys. Right. Well, it's getting late, and we should really be going. Of course, I understand. Oh dear, come here and let's exchange those phone numbers. That way we'll be able to set to go when she arrives. Right away, ma'am. Ooh. When I finally arrived back home, I immediately raced to my bedroom and plopped on my bed. My whole body was shaking with excitement. 3 years ago, the literature club, the girls, they were my whole world. It would be amazing to start making contact with them all again. As I rolled over, I spied the dusty tabletop of my bedside table, and a thought crossed my mind as I extended my arm for the drawer. I dug into it with a mission burned inside my head. After gripping a few questionable things, I managed to grip the thing I held dearest to my heart, a high school yearbook. I quickly held it with both hands as I flipped myself over on my bed, and hastily flipped through the pages to the club section. There, in faded ink coloring, were the faces of the literature club. That's funny. I don't really remember Natsuki being that short. I stared at the page for several minutes before snapping out of my small stupor and backpedaling to the classes section. Here, I would stop on mine and Sayori's class, and a small but intense grin would begin to blanket my face as I stared down at the columns of pictures and names. I gently trapped Sayori's picture when I saw it. I must have been lost in thought for longer and deeper than I imagined, for when I was finally brought out of it, my room had darkened. It wasn't long after I brought myself free from my nostalgia that I noticed my phone ringing on the foot of my bed. I quickly made a desperate leap for it, and after flipping it open, I pressed it firmly to my ear. Sorry for making you wait, I was busy doing something important. Like what? Hold up, I know that voice. That's Sayori's music. I mean, it's been a while, but I could never forget that particular voice. Sayori, it's you. How have you been?
Hey, Matty. I was going to ask you the same thing. How have you been? Did you get my letter?
Yeah. Did you get the one I sent you back? Sayori?
I'm messing with you. Of course I got it. That's why I called.
That's a relief. I still don't understand why we can't just email each other, though.
Come on. Did you not learn anything during the club? Writing a letter by hand makes it much more special.
Right. Oh, hey, that reminds me of something cool that happened today. Want to hear?
You bet. What's up?
Well, you know how I started working with my dad to pay my way through college, right? Guess what? We had a house call today, and it was for Natsuki's grandmother.
For real? Matty, that's amazing. I haven't seen any of them in years.
That's what I thought too. Miss Avery, that's her name, is going to allow me to stay over at her house when Natsuki comes to visit her next week. What do you think about that, Sayori? Ouch. I hope she's not disappointed.
Hey, this could work out well for everyone involved.
Huh? Wait, what do you mean by that?
I was planning to come to visit next week. This will work out great. Why don't you ask Natsuki's grandmother if I could be your +1 and could have a small semi-club reunion?
Oh, are you sure? You think she would go for that? I mean, I will totally ask. That sounds like it would be fun.
Awesome! We could go see the fireflies again.
Oh, right. Sayori, is that all you ever come around for?
No! Well, I've got to go now. Let me know when Natsuki's grandmother says...
What Natsuki's grandmother says?
As soon as possible, okay?
Or ASAP.
I'm actually in the middle of packing my bags now. Talk to you later, Matty.
Yep, nice hearing from you, Sayori. Talk to you later. So, a reunion 3 years in the making, coming together in just a short 24-hour period. It's funny how life works out sometimes. I was both happy and sad at this revelation. Happy to be seeing Sayori and Natsuki again. But what about Monika and the quiet Yuri? I still have no idea where they ended up, no idea where to look either. Nevertheless, I suppose I should just dwell on the happier side of things for now. Next week, I get to spend time with not only my best friend, but with a friend I have thought I had all but lost. This excitement I'm feeling is going to make it hard to sleep tonight. A few days later. Well, we're back at Natsuki's grandmother's place. And I guess it's the day of Natsuki's arrival. So, oh my goodness. That's gross! Stop it! It's the day of her arrival and probably of Sayori's as well. So I'm curious to see how this reunion of the club goes. I mean, of a part of the club. Yuri and Natsuki, not Natsuki, Yuri and Monika are still missing, but hey, maybe the game holds a little surprise for us that they are there as well. But let's not hope for things that are very unlikely to happen. What's very likely to happen though is that this video ends in 10 seconds. So first of all, thank you for watching, and if you liked it, tell me somehow, and I'll see you all in the next episode.